do a replay, and let's see how it goes. Okay, let me pause and play, and let's listen again for the answers. Here we go.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20. At the center of the Trelawney Estuary area is the historic riverside village of Calton.
Okay.
The main road comes into the village from the south.
From the south.
And for those of you who are arriving by bus, it turns left just before the bridge,
Before the bridge.
and stops in the lay-by on the left-hand side.
Let's pause. He said, from the south, it goes left just before the bridge and stops where? It stops at the lay-by on the left-hand side. Left hand. There's only one thing on the left here, and that's letter H. What did he say is this called? No. A lay-by. This is the bus stop. That is called the lay-by. A lay-by is basically that part of the road that's depressed where buses stop. You cannot park there, of course. That's the case. Let's listen to letter ortho number 16.
From there, it's just a short walk to Calton's various attractions. If you're arriving by car, you have to leave it in the main car park.
Car park.
Go over the bridge and
the
take the
bridge.
first turning on the right.
Okay, stop there. Go over the bridge and take the first turning on the right. Okay, let's continue further.
Then go on until you come to the end of that road.
It's letter F. Okay. Alright, let's continue.
It's the only place to park in Calton, but there's no charge. If you're interested in local history, there's a museum in Calton with farming, fishing, and household implements from the late 19th century. As you come in from the south, cross the river and go straight on the same road until you reach the end.
That's letter E.
Also, on the subject of history, you can go and see the old mill, which has recently been renovated and put back into use.
Mill.
Turn left before you come to the bridge.
Turn left for the bridge.
Then go straight on and then take the first turning on the right.
On the right.
This leads straight there.
It's A.
If you're interested in arts and crafts, there's a potter's studio where you can watch the artist at work. After crossing the bridge, turn left, and it's the second building on the left.
First, second.
Finally, when you feel in need of refreshments, there's a cafe opposite the old boathouse.
There's a cafe opposite the old boathouse. Where's the boathouse? Opposite the boathouse is the cafe. Therefore, cafe is letter D. Okay, would you have to listen one more time to appreciate everything? Okay, let's listen again, huh? Let's listen one more time. Here we go.
Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20. At the center of the Trelawney Estuary area is the historic riverside village of Calton. The main road comes into the village from the south, and for those of you who are arriving by bus, it turns left just before the bridge and stops in the lay-by on the left-hand side. From there, it's just a short walk to Calton's various attractions. If you're arriving by car, you have to leave it in the main car park. Go over the bridge and take the first turning on the right. Then go on until you come to the end of that road. It's the only place to park in Calton, but there's no charge. If you're interested in local history, there's a museum in Calton with farming, fishing, and household implements from the late 19th century.
Okay.
As you come in from the south, cross the river and go straight on the same road until you reach the end. Also, on the subject of history, you can go and see the old mill, which has recently been renovated and put back into use. Turn left before you come to the bridge. Then go straight on and then take the first turning on the right. This leads straight there.
Okay.
If you're interested in arts and crafts, there's a potter's studio where you can watch the artist at work. After crossing the bridge, turn left, and it's the second building on the left.
Second building.
Finally, when you feel in need of refreshments, There's a cafe opposite the old boathouse and a picnic area near the mill.
Okay, there you go.
In case of this kind of map, the speaker should be emphasized to in every number he start at the origin, like the influence me.
Yeah, they normally say that. They normally say that.
He would not say like he came from the. He
No,
continue.
no, 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 no. It's
No.
not, it isn't always like that. Normally, you start at a certain origin, and from there the directions are given. You don't go and say, all right, from the bus stop,
Yeah.
you go here towards, you go back. No, you don't do that.
Continuously.
It's not like that. No, no. It always starts at a particular point.
Because
That's
last-
why
last
earlier,
last exam I was confused because I was lost then.
because you began where you left off earlier, but no, you always go back to the point of origin. And that's in this case the bottom, or earlier in the first drill, the entrance. Okay, that's why you always have to know that.
I noticed in this map it should be also the entrance should be in the west, the other one.
They thought so too.
Yeah, because
They
they
thought
have,
so
already,
too.
they have another open.
And
road.
that, yeah, that's the case there. That's why you have to be able to listen carefully as regards to where you begin. Okay, that's why these kinds of maps are challenging, which you had in your test, because it's exactly what it's like. All right. Let's give it one more try. We still have 2 more here. Let's take a look at page 8. Page 8. Now, in page 8, what we have here is a case of a mill, all right? Let me ask you guys, let me ask our architecture here, or architect here, Architect Arnell, what do you call, if this is the mill, what do you call these lines over here? What do they represent? Imagine a water mill, and the water wheel is outside. So what do these lines, you know, outside or around the structure represent?
Wall.
Boundary.
Boundaries, or they are the walls. Correct. These lines represent the walls. Now look at the locations of the 4 items you're looking for. That's 27, 28, 29, and 30. 27, is it inside or outside the walls? It's outside. Okay? Let's take a look at the structures here. This is the door. So what is this, do you think?
Window.
This must be the windows. Alright. Where is 27 found relative to the windows? Is it inside the window or outside the window?
Outside the window.
It's outside the window. Watch out for those key terms. Alright, so what is outside by the window? That's the first thing. Okay? 28 is over here. Now, relative to, what's the nearest item, guys, behind this one? What is this again? Yeah, it's the wall. So 28 is found. For example, if I am like this, I am against the wall. I am against the wall. And the water wheel is where as regards that wall?
Outside the wall. Behind
Outside,
the wall.
behind the wall.
Behind the wall.
Yeah. The water wheel is behind a wall. This is the wall here. You can use either of the two, which is where 28 is. Okay? Now, how about 29, guys? The reference is our door. Where is 29 found relative to the door?
Opposite to the door.
It's opposite the.
The door.
Opposite the door, or
In front.
in front of the door, or
Inside.
inside the door. Just like what we said outside the window here, in the same manner we say
Inside the wall.
inside the door. Okay? Now how about number 30, guys? Where is number 30 found?
Inside.
Inside, correct?
Cross
No.
the door.
Across the door, yes, possibly. Or, what is this again? It's the wall, okay?
Against.
And this particular is against the wall, but this wall is opposite, or we can also say, guys, that this is the wall farthest from the wall behind the water wheel, right? Take note, This is the wall behind the water wheel, and therefore number 30 is found nearest the wall, furthest from the wall behind the water wheel. Okay? So watch out for those things. Now, you're looking for letter A, the lights, the fixed camera, the mirror, the torches, wooden screen, bike, and the large box. So you have to label which of these four are the following. Okay? Again, guys, you will hear the speaker mention all of these things actually. Alright? Get only four. That's correct. You ready? Okay, let's begin now.
Here's the mill. You see, basically you have a vertical water wheel which was used to power the grinding stones.
It sounds really interesting. Will we film inside?
Yes, that's where the final scene between the girl and the man takes place. Our plan is to fix one camera outside by the window next to the door to film through the window, and then have another handheld camera inside the mill. That means we can get two views of the same scene. We were going to do something using a